Jackson's the most exciting player in the NFL, and he's proving week in, week out why he should be mentioned in the MVP discussion. Now, his performance Sunday not only impressed football fans around the league, but also caught the attention of his head coach, John Harbaugh. Look at this.
Most quarterbacks worry about stats. I'm on my team, coach. You get your stats. That's why you're a leader. That's why they love you. I love you too. That's why they love you. Yeah. That's why I love you too. I know, baby. I love the way you play too. Appreciate it. You just don't play. You just attack. All you do is attack. Play ball. That's all I know. Yep. I watched it. That's how it was all my life. You know how many little kids in this country will be wearing number 8 playing quarterback for the next 20 years? I can't wait to see it when I get older, but right now I got to get right now. That's right. Yeah. Let's get it. That's right. Start with 1.
It's my favorite sound of the year. I could not wait to show it on the show. I was halfway through it, and I was already texting our producers like, we need to have this. He is so beautifully and deeply unfazed by anything, good or bad. It's really, he's the coolest guy around.
You know what I love about that? And let me read between the lines for a second. Just being an African-American player, what I heard is his coach looking at him and saying, there's going to be so many young men that are 6 foot, 6'1", extremely talented, athletic, fast, whose coaches are going to look at him and say, hey, man, you should play wide receiver. You should be a running back. You know what? You'd be a really good corner. You know what? You should go out for basketball. And that kid, because they've watched Lamar Jackson dominate, can look back at their coach and say, no, I'm a damn quarterback, dude. Put me behind center, put the ball in my hand, and let me lead your team. That's what I heard in that. And I love the fact that you have a coach talking to a young player, just building his confidence up. And he's just getting started.
Unwavering, too. And I'll just go into conversations I've had with John Harbaugh personally and with Eric DeCosta, the GM. When everyone else in the offseason was thinking, okay, maybe it's a way to, we figure this out. They were all in on Lamar. They draft players that suit Lamar. They go out there and they have an offense with 3 tight ends, 6 offensive linemen, and 2 fullbacks. They have built this team around Lamar's skill set when other people around the league weren't even. So I got a text from a coach, an NFL head coach, saying, I hope they never find my draft report on Lamar Jackson, because I didn't think he was going to be like this. I think he's not the only one. Harbaugh, truly, unflinchingly, his guy.
Let's take a closer look.
Let's do this. Excuse me, I'm getting emotional. Let's do this. We're going to break down.
Oh, see ya.
We're going to break down a little Lamar Jackson. So here's the thing. 3 plays that I'm going to show you. First play, if you're going to load the box versus Lamar Jackson, he's already proven to be a beautiful passer. And here's the thing. He's going to break down. It hinges off the play action. The pocket collapses in front of him, and he drops off a dime to Marquise Brown, who has every nickname in the book. I think he goes by Marquise Primetime Sweetness, Air Hollywood Refrigerator Brown. But check this out, though. He actually trips, though. If he catches this in stride and keeps his feet, that's a touchdown right out the gate in the first drive of the game. But that's it, right? You load the box, you bring pressure. He can sit in that pocket and just look at the flick of the wrist. But watch this, though. Talking about flick of the wrist, watch this sidearm right here. Oh, my goodness. I want you to pay attention to how difficult this is. We got him rolling out. He's going to throw it sidearm like a game of ultimate frisbee on the quad. Watch this view right here. You want to talk about beautiful? Look at that. And it's a dime. Hits Hayden Hurst on the sideline in movement. How many quarterbacks can grip and rip the ball like that? I don't think there's many in the league. Check it out again. And that's a spiral at that. And he has all those. He can throw over the top, on the side. He can throw underhand. And here's one of our favorite plays. Watch the 1-2 step he puts on the DB, and then the spin cycle he puts on everybody else. Guys are literally hitting the ground. This isn't Barry Sanders. This isn't Saquon Barkley. This is a starting quarterback in the league having guys fall down all over themselves. I want you to do this when you're at home and try not to hurt yourself. Just walk 3 steps and spin blindly and try not to run into something or fall down. Lamar Jackson is running while everybody is trying to tackle him, blindly spins into the open space and has enough speed to score a touchdown. If that's not supreme athletic ability along with arm talent, then I don't know what is. Woo!
My man.
Lamar
Good,
Jackson,
didn't it?
one of the best in the business. Speaking of supreme talent, we should go to Will Selvin in L.A., man. You got some news for us, Will?
Absolutely, I do. As long as I don't have to do any spin moves, I can definitely read out the teleprompter like no one's business, my friend. Well, the most Monday night's game was a physical one that took a toll on both teams. For the Seahawks, Russell Wilson's top target, wide receiver Tyler Lockett, spent all of overtime on the bench with an injury. Now, Lockett went to the hospital for further evaluation following the game after suffering what head coach Pete Carroll characterized as a really bad lower leg bruise. Carroll called it a pretty severe situation, adding that there was a lot of swelling, which was a concern. As for the 49ers, one of their wide receivers is also banged up with a rib injury. Emmanuel Sanders underwent x-rays, which proved to be inconclusive. He's going to have an MRI today to see if there's a cartilage issue. He had 2 catches for 24 yards before suffering the injury. In Pittsburgh, Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin says he's comfortable with running back James Conner's availability for Thursday night's game against the Browns. The question is, how comfortable is Conner with his shoulder? Conner telling NFL Network's Omar Ruiz that he'll need a full range of motion to be able to catch out of the backfield. He'll test it in the weight room. Conner on his chances of returning.
Making a lot of progress on it. And, I think I'll be good to go. But I can't make no guarantees. But as of right now, I'm feeling good and things are looking very confident for me playing on Thursday. So, I think I'll be good. But, no guarantees. But I'm making a lot of progress.
All right, Kay and guys, Conner says he's not going to change his running style. The Steelers, of course, need Conner in the backfield. Pittsburgh averaging 1.6 yards per carry in the win over the Rams. So some positive news on the Conner front in Pittsburgh.
Love to see it, though. Steelers are nasty. Don't let them get hot.
I told you. It's too late, Kay. They're already hot. I told you guys not to let them get hot. It's your fault.
You know what was hot last night? The game.
It really was.
Stop thinking about Jimmy Garoppolo.
Goaty.
The game. The whole game as a whole, Kyle.
Game
It's a 10.
of the year.
It really was.
Yeah,
Goaty.
but I also feel like we knew it was coming. Russell Wilson provides a huge scramble to set the Seahawks up for a win. We'll show you the ending. We'll show you the beginning. Everything in between. Okay, high step.
It took 72 minutes, but then he got it in.
That Jerry curl popping yesterday, man.
Okay, I got nothing on that. I'd love to send him a crown to put on that Jerry curl, mate.
Hey!
So I can say it. We got a rookie, and we got the guy who inspired the segment in this week's